Hello, Barbara Ann Mojica, aka Little Miss History, with you for another session of the 2-Minute Teacher. How to set up a mini lesson in just a couple of minutes. Today's lesson is I Spy Spring, and we will be using just a few materials to practice several skills. The objective is to think about what words are associated with spring, to use visual discrimination to find them in a picture, and then to count the number of each represented in the picture, finally coloring all of the objects that were found. Now, to do this activity, we will need some materials. The first is the I Spy Free printable, and I blocked it out so you could see that there are lots of small objects, things associated with spring. On the bottom, there are words and numbers associated. You will need pens or pencils, some crayons or markers, some scrap paper for counting in addition. First step is to assemble all of your materials, and that link to the template from chevronlemon.com is in the show notes. So you first ask the student about words associated with spring. What does spring bring to mind? Then you look at the I Spy printable, and you will see on the bottom there are pictures that match the objects hidden in the template. And next to each there is a number. So you will be looking for a certain number of rainbows, a certain number of umbrellas, and so on. Now the student should first take one at a time, search for that object, and on the scrap paper mark off every time the student finds one of those objects. Put a dot or a line so that you can keep track on the template, and then on your scrap paper you will put down the numbers. When you get up to the number that's indicated on the bottom, you're finished with that object and you can move on to the next. Now when the student gets done with everything on the template, the student can go back and color. Might even want to keep this and frame it as a beautiful picture to hang up for spring. Hope you've had fun with this activity. Please do hit subscribe to get new and different teaching lessons in all different subjects every Friday, and for other educational resources to enlighten and entertain your family, check out my website at www.littlemisshistory.com. Until next time, bye.